an improved RC Everyday scale garage. So, last video you watched did the sides, and I was missing a few little pieces. I went ahead and made those up today. You saw me stain another 1/4 inch piece so I could do my secondary beam across the back wall, and another 1/2 inch beam here for the end of our left wall. So I did mix up the stains. The first round of beams I made, I used, what is it? I can't find it. I can't ever remember what it is. I bought 3 cans and I always buy the wrong stuff. It is Varathane Penetrating Wood Stain Red Oak. And I realized later what I did was the red oak, I wiped it pretty quickly and it brought out more of the grain. So when I came back and did all my 1/4 inch, I didn't wipe it nearly at all. So all the cross beams came out a little bit darker, and they were a different stain. Second can I bought I didn't even use. I was completely wrong. And then the third can I bought was red mahogany. Yeah, so I had half of it right. But I think it all ties together. You know, it's a little bit of contrast, makes it stand out more. And, you know, different kinds of woods. If you remember back in the first video on this, not all of the posts are the same kind of wood. I got some at Home Depot, some at Hobby Lobby, some are really nice, some are really crappy pine. So, you know, it's a nice variety of things. But today's the fun part. We're going to put some new scale accessories in and get all of my old goodies back out. And I'm going to take my time. I want to do a lot more detail. So I guess we'll get started with some of the new things I've added. So, or new things I'm going to add. You saw me put the top beams on. And the main reason I did any kind of beam is I want to put another set of lights out here. Forgot to get that at Home Depot this weekend. So I'll have to add that later. But it is really hot in here today. It's only 80 outside, but it is cooking. And those halogen lights put off some heat. So that's one downside to that nice warm glow they give us. A little bit of extra heat. So I'll probably do more of this video in high speed so I can have the fan blaring because you won't be able to hear me over it. But I added the beams because I found this. This is some kind of vintage pulley and it's the perfect scale. The actual wheel in it is Bakelite and it's been polished. I found this from some people that had a booth full of vintage tools that they refurbish. Somebody in the comments has suggested that I buy a little ball peen hammer for some of my stuff, and I got a refurbished vintage ball peen hammer. It's got a nice weight to it, good small size, so that was a nice suggestion. I took it, and I've already used that thing quite a bit on this, hammering nails through that I put in the wrong spots and stuff like that. So we've got the pulley. I'm going to make some kind of mechanism and have it hanging from the ceiling. I don't think I have any chain. I might have to find some chain the right size. I may have to take that with me to Hobby Lobby and hit up the jewelry department and look for some scale chain that's not chrome or gold or bling or whatever. So the next thing I got, a couple little things. This is just another little tool to have laying around, but this was actually like a jewelry saw. As dull as I'll get out now. There's not any teeth left on it, but it's actually pretty cool distressed handle. Just random stuff I found at the flea market. So, yeah, we'll be hanging that up on the wall or laying it on the workbench or something. Other thing from Hobby Lobby, dollhouse stuff. This is a water hose, faucet, and mount. So I'm thinking this is going to have to be by the door because obviously your water is going to be on your outside wall. So we're going to have a cold up water hose because, you know, parts washer back in the day was a water hose. I picked up another. If you remember the old shop, I had these magnets all over, all the vintage signs and stuff. This is a stop sign. It's kind of already got some rust to it, so figured what the haste, one I didn't have. Found this at the flea market. This is a little metal tin that has glass fuses in it, and I'm going to take the lid off and flatten the edges down, and we're just going to hang this on the wall like a metal sign. Thought that would be kind of cool. So we got that right there. I'll just fold those edges under. And we'll put it up on the wall just like I would in my real shop. And the last one, I've been sitting on this idea forever and finally ran across the right deal. I wanted to use something actual vintage, and I got looking on eBay. I got lost in automobilia, and I found a genre of automotive collectible stuff that was very near and dear to my heart. This vintage auto parts store display racks, and a lot of it is very expensive. But the same place I got that little pulley, I ended up buying a cool AC Delco little mini tray thing. But I'm not going to cut that up for the shop. But this one I am. I found this on eBay. It was 25 bucks. It's made to slide on top of a rack. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the sides off, and we got this nice distressed actual metal sign to hang on the shop wall. And this side, General Electric auto lamps. The other side, for safety, check all lights. I don't know if I'm going to use both. I think we'll just start out with one. I'll probably just do the GE one. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to put it. I need to get all my little doodads out and gadgets and kind of mock up what I want where. I also need to get an idea of the layout of the shop. So you can see on the right hand side, I've got windows and my shelves already hung. And I was going to kind of keep with the feel of the old shop. The other shop had windows on this side, had the workbench on this side. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to keep my table over there. Put all our scale stuff on the shelf. And yeah, I'm not sure yet where the lift's going to go, how I'm going to do the toolboxes. None of that yet. So yeah. Wall art. I've still got all of my metal signs, like I said. And got my K5 fenders, rat rod grill, Model A door. Got all this stuff to hang on the walls, so it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to actually put nails in the wall. I really don't want to, because it is just like a real wooden wall. It's going to leave a permanent hole, and for scale reasons that might be bad on this. But I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. So let's get started. Ta-da! Alright, so I've got a lot of space left. I've got a lot of room on the walls. I've got a lot of floor space too. I've got the camera all the way at the front of the table, and we are zoomed. There's all the way out. So got quite a bit of room here for activities. So let's do a walk around here. So on this side, I've got not much actually. Threw a couple signs on the wall. Nothing spectacular. Got the lift over there. I'm not sure about it being catty cornered. Think it'll make for better videos, but it blocks a lot of the really cool stuff we got going on back there. So I did chop up my vintage sign. I went ahead and used both halves because I'm a sucker for symmetry, and I wanted one on each side of the garage. So you can see back there a little better. There's some signs. I've got that one, the big GE check all lights sign. Got my Napa box, trash can, jack, Harley fender, gas pump. Excuse me. Moving towards the middle, got our K5 fenders. I probably will change the pulley I just used some old scale rope that I've had for 20 years. That's the only thing I could find. Just hung it from the ceiling for now. Down this wall, we've got our other GE electric automotive lamp signs. And I hung my first, that's the prototype tractor grill that Awesome Designs made for me. And I hacked it up for the number 2 and I ended up not using it on number 2. So it's been on the wall forever. Got my vintage weathered Coke machine. Got our RC 4-drive cart down there with the welder on it. And let me show you a little more going on this side. So that was the tire rack back there. The one I had, it was anodized. One of those little $6 ones from China. And I don't know why one night when I first tore the shop down, I was like, I'm going to paint that Home Depot orange. Like, I don't know if it's everywhere, but you see a lot of old racks from Home Depot repurposed in auto shops. At least I do around here. They have to change the racks out every so many years and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, we'll just make a tire rack, make a Home Depot tire rack. Got my shelves over here packed full of stuff. All my little scale odds and ends. My workbench has got some stuff laid out. Got a little air compressor. Got our transfer case still out there. It's been out there for years now on the workbench. Little TIG welder, little shapeways TIG welder. Got a bunch of junk shoved under the workbench. Transmission sitting at the end. My favorite thing. Got Billy Big Mouth Bass back up there with the dice hanging off his tail. I used the 2-sided servo tape for just about everything, including the water hose over here. I'm not sure how well that's going to hold. We'll have to see. That thing is, this dollhouse stuff is very fragile. It had no way to mount it. You're supposed to glue it and never touch it, and just, so I don't know how well that's going to hold up, but we'll see. I had to glue the hose to the faucet because it doesn't really actually fit in it in any way, shape, or form. I forgot how kind of crappy dollhouse accessories are. Not all of them, but the mainstream stuff that you can find at Hobby Lobby and all that. So, things left to do. First up, I've got to get another pack of 3 of those halogen lights and figure out a way to mount them from my rafters so we can get more of that nice warm light out here. I think that's going to make the sidewalls pop more like the back. They don't look good under this light that I use for filming and highlighting things. It looked better under the warm light. Of course, all vintage stuff, the patina looks better under a warm light, but need some more scale stuff put on the walls. Not just these signs. This is about all the signs they have at Hobby Lobby that I was interested in. Thinking need some more car parts. Maybe have to hit up Shapeways and see if there's actually any car parts like scale replica grills and stuff like that we can print out. I know there's a couple out there, but yeah, we need some more stuff because it doesn't look quite cluttered enough. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty excited about it. This is a vast improvement. I know everybody seemed to love the old shop, but channels changed, I've changed, the builds have changed, and it was time to change the shop. It was just kind of old, kind of plain, and you know, as we learn, as we're through the hobby, the longer we're in it, the more we learn, and it's just time to upgrade, try to take it to the next level. And I think we did that here. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Any links to products or stuff that you might think would look good hanging on the wall, post them below. I'll check it out. And yeah, got a sneaking suspicion that green Model A body over there, that 5-window, is going to get used here pretty soon. What? Now that we've got the shop built and mostly complete, I'm really hoping to knock out some projects here real quick. Got a lot of stuff that's been on hold because the whole workshop's been torn up and been a big mess. So, appreciate you guys watching and bearing with me through all this. It's been a lot of work, a lot of stain on my hands and all over the floor. The shop floor is pretty dirty already. It really doesn't come out in camera, but there's a lot of scratches and there's holes still from where I nailed it in the first video, and there's still yeah, lots of stain on it. tried to wipe the stain off. I use shirts and towels and stuff. It just always inevitably gets in there. But yeah, there's going to be a big slideshow here at the end with a lot more detailed pictures because it's really hard to show on camera because this place is so big it doesn't all fit in the frame. So anyways, I appreciate you watching. Keep it scale and stay tuned for the slideshow.